Good morning, happy Wednesday. Welcome to DIY Me 411. So I just want to talk real quick about the importance of learning to do a few things yourself and putting in some research. And it doesn't have to be a lot. I realize that a lot of people don't have the tools to work on their vehicles or the means or the space or even the desire to work on the car. They want to bring it to a shop and they want to have it done from somebody else and let that be that. Well, it was funny. I was actually in an automotive store the other day. I won't name the store, but I was getting my tires rotated and balanced. And the gentleman in front of me, he was getting a quote. He had a cracked radiator overflow container. And they were telling him that he needed to replace it, and they were giving him a quote. When I heard the price they were charging this gentleman, $598 to replace a cracked overflow radiator housing. So when the front desk guy at this automotive shop was done talking to him, I could tell that this older man was a little bit jostled at the price, right? I think he probably went in there for an oil change or something silly. And then they kind of slapped this on him as, hey, you have to do this, and it's going to be almost $600. So you could see the hesitation in his eyes. He tried to ask them some questions. They gave him pretty generic responses, and he didn't really even understand what the issue was, I could tell. So as the clerk walked into the automotive shop and away from the desk, I approached the gentleman and I said, hey, by the way, I overheard this, and it sounds like, and I would do your own research, but it sounds like your radiator housing is cracked from what this gentleman said, and they're charging you almost $600. Now, I pulled up my phone, I went on Amazon, and I said, what's the make and model of your vehicle? He said it was a BMW 4 something. So we looked up the overflow radiator housing, which is held on by two small bolts. It was $37. So I said, listen, if that's the case and they show you this exact housing and all you have to do is take a screwdriver or a wrench and unscrew these two bolts, it would be very advantageous for you to order this on Amazon, do it yourself, and save $550. So, although a lot of you might not want to do something yourself, you might want to take it somewhere, it is always good to do the research yourself a little bit, maybe ask a friend, dig into it, just to make sure you're not getting ripped off. I think that is the worst part about automotive shops. And I think that was one of the things that got me into rebuilding this Jeep and fixing all my own vehicles is when I was younger, I got lazy and I took my vehicle into the shop a few times and they did a terrible job. They lied about several things. And I realized if you want it done right, you got to do it yourself. So before you get it done, moral of the story is do a little research. If it's an easy fix and you could save yourself some money, DIY it. Everyone can take a screwdriver or a wrench, unscrew two bolts, and screw them back in. So, the next time you go to an auto shop and they tell you you have to have something done, tell them to give you a day so you can check it out yourself. Until next time.